Hey guys, just on sundown here, taking off the last of the fruit net and just having a look at some of the peaches, and the birds have been having a bit of a party there. Oh well, they left me some. But hey, I'm really interested to know how you guys out there handle your problem pests to stop your fruit walking out the door before you've had any produce. I'll just quickly show you what I mean. So there's some quinces underneath that I might be able to get some good bits off to make some jam later on. But that's one side of the peach. Turn him over and it's right. Party time. So that's all right. I can just cut the bad bit off, just the same as we did when we were kids. No point in throwing the whole thing away. And some of them just have a few bird pecks in, or this one, just the one. But they are such delicious peaches. Really fresh, juicy, and obviously tree ripened. But I am going to have to pick them because they're just taking too many off the wee tree. So I've only got 4 peach trees. Got an early one. And the early one is ready around about Christmas time. So these are the last of the peaches for this year. So the tree will get a rest now, just like the old moose does when he loses his antlers for the year. So it's time to take the bird netting off the plums as well, and you can see there's still a fair few on the tree, even though I've been picking every morning and giving some tree ripened ones away as well, which is really lovely to be able to do that. So I'm going to make some jam with these ones, and the best time to do that is as soon as they've been picked. So I've been doing installments on the little camp stove, and then I'll take the rest to my mum's so that we can make jam together, because I really miss those days when I was a kid around the farmhouse table of doing all that. And it was really like you had a little a community happening, and it was a great time to swap stories and just catch up, because face-to-face conversation is so different to social media. Face-to-face conversation, you're having communication in so many different levels. So, and it helps people think as well when we're all together. So those so-called menial jobs in the past, they actually had a lot of value. And yes, bringing them back, which was something that's important to me. The other cool thing when we were growing up on the home block, and it was this time of year, was that we'd pick fruit for the relatives who lived away from the farm as a way of keeping the traditions going and sharing all that. So that was pretty cool. So it's really nice to keep that tradition going and still share with friends and family now. History carries on. It's very cool. There was 7 on my dad's side, 10 on my mum's side. So mum's block had, obviously their own orchard, and they used to dry a lot of their fruit as well. So mum's job during the summer was turning the fruit over on top of the flat shed. Obviously, chop the fruit in half and turn it over. So no power needed back in the day when we didn't need those kind of drying contraptions. And there's so many ways as well to eat fresh, like the community gardens, and so many schools have gardens there as well for the kids as well as the parents to learn. Some community gardens also have a space where you can rent a garden for a year. So that's fantastic. And there's the no dig gardens in the UK, and so many other places in the world where people can grow their own these days. So come on guys, great way to be healthy and meeting people as well if it's a community garden, and fabulous stuff happening in the world. So a big shout out to all the other guys around the place. Keep on keeping on, you're doing amazing stuff, guys. Cheers. I've just about filled this little container. Time to go empty. Down in the southwest corner of West Australia here, we're a bit of a food bowl. Great temperate areas, obviously lots of stone fruit, but the climate's changing. So this year, we didn't have enough chilling hours to set the cherries. So there was, I think production was down 90%. So very, very low production and obviously very high costs as well. Okay, so I feel there's a lot we can do to reverse climate change. We proved that with COVID, when horrible human tragedy, but environmentally it was incredible. People could see the stars again. People could, see fish in the waters, in the canal systems cleaned up, basically because we just stopped throwing our waste into the atmosphere and the earth and the water. So we can do amazing things, and I believe that we will again when it becomes a priority, and I feel it's definitely time now. But something that makes me incredibly sad as well is that in the southwest here, there's actually tours where people can pick fruit from trees because they don't have it in their country. How sad is that? So another one of the things that's happened when humanity's got further away from nature, we forget the basics like picking fruit from trees. Anyway, we're going to change all that because it came into being, the crazy mess that it is, and it can reverse. We proved it with COVID. We proved it with the environmental plus during COVID, and I feel we can again. Nearly finished the plum harvest. This is one of those old-fashioned tripod orchard ladders, and they're so handy. Up top of the ladder here, on the last of the plum harvest for the year, got 2 boxes and a couple kilos making into jam, so that's fantastic. I think the quinces are going to be a bit light on this year, so I won't be getting much quince jelly, I think. So it'll be plum jam instead. Fabulous. Nothing like a bird's eye view from the top. That's the Golden Delicious tree. Still some apples on, so that's good. Alright, back to the plums. These tripod fruit ladders are really, really good. I used them when I was working for a commercial grower. Just jump down the bottom. So if you do manage to get one, just make sure that the welds are all right. Especially the top of the tripod here. Phew! Well, that's the plum harvest for the year. 2 boxes, and there's a couple kilos of jam cooking down, and that's just from this one little tree. It's pretty amazing. And besides the ones that I've eaten as well. Maybe that was another small box. You can see there's some with bird pecks. That's alright for jam. For me anyway. If it was commercial, they'd have to go. So, yes. Almost autumn time when the tree will lose its leaves. And then spring and flower set. After the winter, when the tree gets to have a breather, and then ready for fruit next summer again. Happy gardening!